Welcome to Westside Emmanuel Baptist Church, the church that loves God and loves people. We're in the heart of Bogalusa with Bogalusa on our heart. We look forward to you joining us in person sometime soon as we worship the Lord together.
With Brother Waylon and Miss Stevie, and then the youth in the background are going to be doing the skit. And they're going to be doing some things, and you really have to listen to the words that they're saying. You really have to see what the meaning of what they're saying is, because it's kind of this broken Christmas. Because the thing is Christmas may seem great and wonderful, and everything may look great on the outside, and there may be lights and trees, and you know, everything looks great at Christmas when you drive down the street. But the reality is, a lot of times in those homes, everything is broken apart. And the reality is, a lot of times, even in our own homes, that Christmas is a stress, it's a problem, it's heartache. And we forget about that a lot of times. And we forget what Christmas really means. And we forget how hard Christmas is for some people.
Bells are ringing, hope comes alive. Some say Christmas is for children, and I believe it's true. Can you hear the season calling to the child inside of you? Awaken from your slumber, come see with younger eyes, and be taken by the wonder that took the whole world by surprise. Christmas is coming, the bells are ringing, hope comes alive as music fills the air. I hear the drumming, it won't be long now. Christmas is coming.
Christmas. It's the happiest time of year, or is it? Christmas trees and pretty lights, presents wrapped with bows, kisses under the mistletoe, happiness all around. Except for here, that is. Mommy and Daddy aren't so happy, constantly yelling, doors slamming. I wish we were a happy family, like the kind you see in the movies, where the dad stays and doesn't walk away, where the mom smiles and doesn't cry for a while. Christmas. It isn't so much a family yet, really, at least not this year. I wish there was a light that could guide my family to be happy again. Like Rudolph Liz Red-Nose.
All right, guys, are y'all ready to sing Rudolph? Here we go.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glowed like a light bulb on the other reindeer. Used to like to call him Granny, he never let poor Rudolph join the reindeer race. One foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Oh, tell Rudolph if your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" And all the reindeer reindeer had to shout out with me and cheer. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, go and have your story.
Quiet. I just want quiet. Christmas is coming, and honestly, nothing inside of me feels silent. I would scream out loud, but would anyone really hear me? For years and years I've tried. For years and years I've tried to hide the pain inside. Paycheck to paycheck, hope and prayers, and for what? Now he's gone and I'm left here alone, with nothing under the tree, nothing in this home, and nothing in the fringe. Empty, my babies, spending Christmas empty. Empty, that's how I'm feeling most days. How can you do this to us? How am I going to make this work with all the hurt I'm feeling? Christmas, a time of miracles, they say. I wish there was a miracle to heal the broken hearts.
All right, guys, well, let's get situated. Rudolph is a lot of fun, but we really want to teach people about the true meaning of Christmas, and that's Jesus Christ.
All right, guys. First, remember, what do we always say in children's church? We say the Bible is true. No matter where you go or who you meet. That's right. And we talked about the greatest gift of all
be here. Be
Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay, 'cause mine forever and I pray. Bless all of your children in thy tender name, and fear us forever to live with thee.
Anytime soon. I've waited for my paycheck, but you still haven't given it to me. I have 2 other jobs on the side, and I just can't keep doing this, but I do it as a favor for you. But if you don't give me my paycheck, I can't do it anymore.
I'll do my best to get it to you as soon as possible.
Well, I've been patient long enough.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's why nobody comes to your store anyways.
This store has been my life for so many years. I have seen children come in with joy. They come to find their favorite toy in my little shop. Their faces fill in all the spaces, but my space is being overtaken by malls and stores. The children wanting something more than what my store can give. I've given my life for this. Where's the toys? Where is the joy? Where's the toys? It's all just empty. Christmas is a time of miracles. My poor little soul can use a miracle right now.
Hey everybody, let's stand up straight. This song we're going to have Miss Ava Grace come to the front.
All right, guys, for this song, we're going to talk about the greatest miracle of all. And who is that?
Jesus.
Right. So when we sing, we need to remember that no matter what is happening in our life, we are so blessed. We're so blessed because where does our joy come from?
Jesus.
That's right. Okay, Ava Grace is going to lead, but I want everybody to sing with her really loud, okay? Remember, Rudolph is fun, but we're more excited about who tonight?
Jesus.
That's right.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round and virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, lost pure love, radiant beams from thy holy face. With the dawn of living grace, Jesus, Lord of birth. Jesus, Lord of birth.
Honestly, I really don't want to go. My friend keeps telling me it's exactly what I need. Maybe I'll go listen to Christmas music and leave quickly.
Told her I was busy, but I really have no desire to be there. If she joins the Christmas play, maybe I'll surprise her and show her.
All right, everybody, we have somebody new joining us for Christmas rehearsal, and her name is Emma. Can everybody say hello to Emma? Hello, Emma. And we're going to sing about joy. So I told all of you in Children's Church that God says in the Bible something about children. And he says that children can do what? They can do big big things for Jesus, right? We can do big things, yeah? So we are going to do a big thing tonight, and we're going to tell everybody out here about where our joy comes from, okay? So you guys, you really love this song, don't you? Yeah? I hope you guys are ready, because it's going to be amazing. Everybody stand up, okay?
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare His word, and heaven makes us sing, and heaven makes us sing, and
After everything, if I just give to Him, will it really all go away? No, I can't believe this. I can't let this go. But what if it is true? What if He can take away all the pain, the emptiness, and the numbness? All of it? Can God really give me this joy? I don't know if He can, but I'm tired of holding on. I'm tired of holding on to the past. God, please take all of this pain away. You are my first Noel, and now you are my Father.
I feel so overwhelmed. She wants me to come to her Christmas musical, but honestly, I have no energy to exist, much less go listen to people sing happily. I am not. If this is all I can offer her now, I guess I will go.
God, I know you. I know that you will provide the things that I need. Even in my suffering, you are present. That's what your word says. I notice a family that needs you. God, please let your will be done. I know that you will provide as I follow your will. I will be obedient to help them however I can.
Real thing. All the practice is over, and so now we have to sing really loud and pretty. So let's stand up. The
First Noel, the angels may say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields and
All right, let's sing it, Noel. It's all you.
The air was crisp, and the night was cold. The starry sky produced the brightest glow as all of the universe's eyes were witnessing the sight below. Greatness, as all of heaven stared in amazement as God's child made his way in. No one knew the ounces or the pounds that he weighed in. But out came the first cry of the Savior who was set to save men. So let's fade into the scene for just a second and see what was going on here. When we get there, we see Mary and Joseph, whose viewpoint was the closest of the one of Moses to the one who said, "I am who I am." He who counts the stars and measures the depths of the ocean, the one whose words were spoken and brought into the earth into its motion, laid there an infant, desperate to bring hope to the hopeless. And I know it seems crazy that this baby had the power to save me from the sins that enslaved me every day. But can you picture it? Can you picture what was going on here? What the world considered so small and insignificant grew into the lamb that would be slaughtered to deliver men. It's this baby's blood that we are forgiven in. That's why we break bread in remembrance. This child of deliverance who existed back in Genesis, who was sent to give life, to give his life as a generous gift. Betrayed by a gift, by a kiss, and then beat with a whip, and nailed to a tree as he hung by his wrist. And his last dying wish was that you and I would exist in this kingdom of heaven where his dad sits. literally lovesick. Yet the one thing, that one thing that I don't get is why we no longer fix our eyes on His majesty. Instead, we doubt and we quit every single whiff of catastrophe. And every single thing, we just quit. See, with His life comes empathy. Because our mental capacity tells us that God is no longer the God of the midst of our tragedies. So spiritually, we fall fast asleep, no longer believing in a love that is vast and deep. Those powerful testimonies are hard when we are asked to speak because we are living in a sad defeat and lack belief. But if I may speak, see, doubt was answered at the grasp of His first breath. And healing was set in motion at the moment of His first step. And for those who felt, and for those who feel like they have taken their life and created the worst mess, redemption has came when He died on the worst death. Yes. So no matter what you were seeing, no matter what just happened, no matter how difficult, don't let it break your passion. When times get rough and you're feeling like collapsing, just know that He is still God when life is destroyed. When everything is crazy and you don't have an honest wish and you no longer can process things using common sense, if you take time to understand the Word and all its promises, then you'll be able to stand firm when the pain and the drama hits. So no matter what you're facing, no matter what your frustration, no matter when you don't understand and aren't given explanation, never ever quit on God. Forever keeping on Him praising. For the author of all creation said, "You will never be forsaken." So no matter what they're speaking, no matter what they're saying, no matter if you're broken or on the brink of breaking, no matter if they're dying, no matter if you're praying, no matter if they're going and they're no longer awakened, He is still worthy of every single praise. Which our failure knocks down, and as our failures knock us down, we rise in His achievements. He can be trusted when our faith has reached depletion. Because the scripture that was penned in the book of Ephesians, for this is the reason that because He is the reason that we can believe again. Because the greatest gift ever given was the skin that the Father wrapped Jesus in.
Yeah. truth and grace, and make the nations free.
Before you're seated, before we're dismissed this evening, go ahead and stand up. We're about to dismiss you and all. Would you give these kids another huge hand? Are you going to do a happy dance? Okay, they said if they say, why don't you do it up here because we need to get this on video. You got that link? All right. We do want to say a huge word of thanks. Hopefully you had heard the message. We're going to get you some actual music to do the happy dance in a minute. Hopefully you were able to hear the message. Sometimes life is hard, and sometimes during Christmas time we want to share the good news, but we don't feel the good news because we may not know the good news. And so just as this mother and child on this side was able to hear the good news through these kids, hopefully you heard that tonight as well, that the reason for this season is Jesus Christ, and we want you to know Him. We want you to just celebrate this season with us. And so we're so thankful to you for bringing your kids and your grandkids and all these little ones that are here tonight. But it couldn't be possible without a couple of folks. And so if you would help me to say a huge word of thanks to Brother Micah, Miss Stevie, Brother Waylon, and the rest of the group, and all the teenagers that helped as well. Huge thanks. We're so thankful to them. And so as we celebrate tonight, what song y'all got for a little happy dance? Kids, if y'all want to join there in this, then we'll let you do that. Are y'all ready? This is our happy dance moment. All right. For those of you who are traditional Baptists, this is interpretive movement. The progressivists, it's happy dances. All right, y'all ready? Do it. Let's go. Okay. That's good. Yeah. She's definitely right. So we're going to appreciate that. Well, look, as we close with prayer today, thank you so much for being here. May the Lord bless you this Christmas season. If you don't have a church home, you're always welcome to join us. All right, kids, y'all ready? We're going to pray. You ready? Let's pray real quick. Father, we're so thankful to you for the joy of this season. We're thankful to you for the message that's been prepared by our young people, children, and the way that they've sung it tonight. We thank you for those in leadership over their lives. Most of all, Father, we're thankful for Jesus Christ during this time of the year. With everything that's going on, the hurt, the loss, and the pain, and everything else, may we as adults know that the reason for this season is Jesus Christ. So help us to focus on Him during this time of the year. Help us to focus on Him the rest of our lives. We thank you for this night. In Jesus' name.